After New Year's Eve that felt like Easter Monday temperature-wise, I kid you not, it was 14 degrees and sunny, the sudden period of cold, or better, seasonal appropriate weather in mid-January gave me the opportunity to really put my La Roche Posay Cicaplast products to the test. The original La Roche Posay Cicaplast Baume B5 Repair Balm, then the La Roche Posay Cicaplast Baume B5 with SPF 50+, and lastly the La Roche Posay Cicaplast Spray B5. That is not the whole line. There's also a Cicaplast B5 gel, a Cicaplast Baume for babies, as well as a face wash and a dedicated lip product, but these were the ones I figured would be best for winter skin. Let's look at how they performed. If you're new here, welcome! I'm Dr. Anne, a physician passionate about skincare and, well, aging. Looking at the name of the line first, Cicaplast refers to the addition of Madecassoside, part of Centella asiatica or Cica, that I talked about in this video already, and the B5 refers to the use of dexpenthenol or provitamin B5. Both are soothing, supposed to be anti-inflammatory and help with wound healing as well as repairing dry skin, and that reflects in their claims. All three are supposed to be repairing and soothing and provide optimal conditions for skin repair, with the Cicaplast Baume B5 SPF 50+ offering additional sun protection, and the spray having the benefit of being touch-free, which is great for actual wounds you don't want to contaminate with whatever is on your fingers. Now, as you would expect, both creams are thick, firm, white creams, but while the Cicaplast Baume B5+ barely has any scent to it, the Cicaplast B5 with SPF 50 has a faint but noticeable sunscreen scent. The spray is again without any scent and surprisingly lightweight. I somehow expected something heavier, but while it has more body than the Quarterly Grape Water, it still has less than many essences I have tried. Although all three of the products can be used both morning and nighttime in theory, the two balms are so thick in texture that I would only do that if I had actual irritated or flaking skin. While they spread easily enough, they leave a protective layer on the skin that takes at least 10 minutes to disappear, enough that I feel comfortable applying anything on top. That is not surprising as they are semi-occlusives, and this layer is what helps reduce transepidermal water loss, but they are not the texture I want on my face during the day. Even though I have to say they are not greasy at all, which was my main initial concern. Once they dry down, they leave the skin slightly tacky, the original more than the one with SPF, which feels a little more drying. I also didn't find them to be really hydrating on their own, which again isn't their purpose, but when I used them on irritated or flaking parts at night, for example around my mouth, it calmed them down immediately and I woke up to much smoother and soothed skin. The original one is a favorite of many for buffering when introducing tretinoin, and I can imagine it is beautiful both for that and for calming down any irritation that occurs over time. The version with SPF was prone to pilling and just in general less to my liking than the original, especially as to benefit from the SPF, I would have had to wear it A throughout the day and B in such a thick layer that it would have been even more uncomfortable. The spray on the other hand was easy to use both morning and night in between layers, played well with everything I paired it with, and despite also being a little tacky, felt very comfortable on the skin. The mist is fine enough to spray directly on your face, and that even worked on top of makeup, although I rarely did that. I wanted the product on my skin. All combined the 5% panthenol paired with Madecassoside that give the line its name, but the original has glycerin as humectant, fermented ingredients, and shea butter as additional emollient, which is missing in the balm with SPF 50. Both share dimethicone as emollient and zinc gluconate, which is anti-inflammatory, helps with sebum control and also wound healing. The Baume SPF 50+ features alcohol, probably a solvent for the sunscreen filters, and then the filters themselves. Homosalat, an older filter with UVB protection. Octisalat, another older one with UVB protection. Avobenzone, again an older filter but this time with UVA protection. Octocrylene, an older filter protecting in the UVB and a little bit in the UVA range, and then two newer filters, Tinosorb S, protecting from both UVB and UVA, and Uvinul T150, protecting from UVB. While this is a solid mix of different filters, it is a little more old-fashioned compared to my current favorite sunscreen formulations. The spray contains glycerin, panthenol and Madecassoside, as well as mannose as additional humectant and copper gluconate that is supposed to help with wound healing. Opposed to the others, it has the focus on hydration and soothing rather than on being an inclusive. I am sure both the spray as well as the original Baume will earn a place in my skincare emergency kit, both for dry patches in my children's skin and for my face when I get carried away with the actives. The Baume with SPF 50 will surely not be repurchased. I don't see the benefit of additional sun protection factor for me, but that might be different for you if you spend a lot of time outdoors in the cold skiing and stuff. All skin types can benefit from these as long as they are used as intended to soothe irritated skin. Only the spray is suitable for everyday use in a regular routine, as both Baumes are not cosmetically elegant everyday moisturizers, not even for dry skins. The Roche Posay Cicaplast Baume B5 is a cult favorite for soothing irritated and flaky skin, both due to it containing panthenol and madecassoside, as well as other calming and healing ingredients, and due to its thick occlusive texture that helps reduce transepidermal water loss. It is great after you have overdone the actives or for buffering with tretinoin. I prefer using it at night because of the texture, but it isn't as greasy as expected, especially since they reformulated in 2022. The version with SPF 50 uses organic filters, both older and new ones, but was even less pleasant in texture and prone to pilling, so I wouldn't recommend it. The spray is the only one that will become a part of my regular routine, as it is lightweight, pairs well with everything else, and offers both panthenol and madecassoside alongside copper gluconate and glycerin. If there's anything you would like to add, please do so in the comments below. I will link to more videos you might find interesting on the screen, and add links to my Instagram, blog and Patreon account in the description box. See you soon. Bye!